asteroid will collide with Terra Nova in approximately 4 hours. Analysis. Torches must be disabled to cease the acceleration.
Hello. I heard your transmission. You hear me? You haven't found me yet, but I can't talk long. Shut down the fusion torches. I'm going to die. God, I hope you're hearing this.
And here I am in the asteroid X-57, and what looms in the sky is the first human colony, the Terra Nova. And for some, and this is actually a DLC of the first Mass Effect called Bring Down the Sky, because that is, well, it's basically expanded this kind of regular mission that you ride around the planetary body doing all kinds of studying around things and all that, but this is a bit more, you could say, expanded of that kind of, you could say, gameplay styling much more. But there's all kinds of little, but that's not that important, because this does, well, this mission has some other point to it. It introduces something which would become quite, well, not that important, but they would be quite recurring antagonists, and especially the very poor political relationship they would have. They have with with Alliance, aka humankind, would become very prominent. Over say it would show up as a plot element many times.
Headed in the right direction. I don't know who you are, but I'm damn.
Yeah, somebody's. There are things going around in here. Somebody really wants this place. Does not want to do any kind of really well, place is in a bad shape. It looks like it's going to go way worse. Because of all these heavy turrets about to keep shooting at me. Well, luckily for me, the any more? Oh yeah, there's more. I jumped over you. That's a quite unusual thing to do with a vehicle. Jump over obstacles. But that's what Mako can do thanks to the thrusters and Mass Effect fields. Mass Effect fields are they're just so common element of technology that it would almost be possible to say that where they are not being used. Hell, there's even some sort of toothbrush, a special toothbrush that uses Mass Effect fields. So it's really ubiquitous technology, present everywhere, used almost everything, from metal, from spacecraft, space flight, personal shield, personal protection, personal hygiene. The reason why they are biotics, which is say humans or aliens capable of and manipulating Mass Effect fields using their body electricity produced by their own bodies, because of the mass effect causing substance element 0, I don't know what it would, well that's how they call it, appearing in their bodies as a specific kind of, let's say, nodules. Well, I don't know, could you call them nodules or something? There's a fusion torch. And transmission tower should be somewhere up there, but there's a roof. Hill is too steep to actually, in a sense, that kind of climb. So let's just get inside the fusion torch and shut it off. That should slow down the acceleration, give it some more time, even though in practical sense there isn't that much time. No, you cannot go and get the massive colony destroyed. But somebody's trying to do exactly that.
Batarians.
Check! Check!
Yep. Batarian soldiers. Batarian, aka alien group nobody is practically friendly with. And we usually don't do anything to make that opinion anything less. Oh, it's almost going to the hand-to-hand combat. Yeah, thanks, Tully. And Commander Shepard, the encounter with the Thorfinn is something that, yeah, he's familiar with Batarians. And he has killed them a lot. And it's quite an important reason why. Butcher of Thorfinn is a title you don't get it for nothing. And that's exactly what the Shepard is, or has been. I have played him with very moderate, tolerant style of playing with a Paragon. The Paragon Renegade system, it would get to do some it would get improvements in the later ones. Turn it off.
I'm reading that the torch is offline. Was that you? Can you hear me?
Who are you? What's going on?
My name's Kate Bowman. I'm an engineer. I was part of the team assigned to bring this asteroid to Terra Nova.
We were attacked yesterday by Batarian extremists. I've been hiding since they arrived. I think they know the torch went out.
Why are they doing this?
I don't know, but if this asteroid isn't slowed, millions of people on Terra Nova are going to die.
If I find out anything,
I've gotta go. Good luck.
So yeah, Batarians attack, and they want to do the colony drop, which, suffice to say, is a very, very, very massive thing to do, and it is something, and it is, you could say, it's a poor man beat up weapon of mass destruction. Not only would it wipe out the not only would it wipe out the colony, killing millions.
Hey.
Oh God. I didn't mean to... Are you hurt?
I'm okay.
My shields took the hit. No damage done. I'm with the Alliance. Commander Shepard.
Simon Atwell. I'm the chief engineer on this rock. Listen, we don't have much time. The Batarians fired up the fusion torches. You've got to shut them down before we hit Terra Nova. There are 4 million people down there, Shepard. My family, they live in Aronis. My kids and grandkids. Nice communities, good schools.
Oh yeah,
Batarians everywhere, and I need to shut down all 3 torches. Anything else I should know?
One of the torches is surrounded by live blasting caps. We were set up to excavate when we arrived at Terra Nova. I rigged them with proximity detectors. That tank of yours will set them off, so you'll have to go in on foot. Even then, they'll explode if you get too close. Just go slow and easy. You should be fine.
Should I requisition a cow to walk through ahead of me?
Look, you can disable them, just not remotely. I didn't have the equipment to set it up differently. There are manual controls by the entrance to the torch facility inside the blast zone. You can disarm the caps there. One last thing. I had a crew working off-site when the attack hit. I'm worried about them. These Batarians are ruthless. I saw them smash the faceplates of guys working vacuum. And those Varen, I don't think they always wait for a corpse before feeding.
Well,
I came across a member of your crew. He didn't make it.
I see. Well, maybe the other two are still out there. You never know. There were a bunch of engineers over at the main facility, but they're probably all dead. That or being held hostage by the Batarians.
well,
A woman named Kate Bowman contacted me. The Batarians haven't found her yet.
Katie's alive. She's one of my best engineers. She signed on with her brother, Aaron, I think his name is. He's part of the security detail. I hope they're okay.
well,
You'd better find a good place to hide. If the Batarians come back and find you.
Yeah. I think I'll make myself scarce. Good luck, Shepard.
well, I was being shot by a survivor, but that's accident. That was completely accidental. So, 3 fusion torches, Batarians, main facility. Bit more complex than you could say from the regular this kind of location, which would most likely have just one big building or something else like something else. But let us look at the map. There would be there's another fusion torch, then there's another main facility over there. Fusion torches are in something like a triangular formation, so it's time to start. Actually, I'm still trying to head to the transmission tower and see what's happening over there. So it may take some finagling and driving around. And here it is, the main facility or main transmission tower. So let's just fix it up. And when I look over there, I can see that that location has the minefield, which demands a bit of tricky maneuvering to get through. Well, that's not the important location. It's time to now go to these survey stations. If I remember right, I already paid a visit to there to go and investigate them first. So I'll be going to them there as well. Here I am, next to another fusion torch facility. And because of these bombs in here, I will have to be very careful, but they did not place those mines so close to the main building, meaning I can actually quite easily just walk right. Meaning I can quite. And like that it was. There's basically a little trick, and that you have to figure out the clearest location where But whatever you can you think about this situation, it's not it's quite big operation for them to be for there to be so many troops and all that kind of. Sorry, Batarian, but you're going to the sleepy land.
Clear.
Yeah. Yeah, that should make it easier. But time to go inside and stop this building from fusion torch. And benefit from the autosave, keeping my progress. But of course, there's battery.
I smell trouble.
Damn it. Yeah, they used sabotage on my gun, meaning my you're out. And I do say that about the gameplay is that let's blow that up just as a precaution. Bring out the assault rifle. Having a higher elevation. Yeah. But despite them being, in a sense, terrorist on terrorist action, they do are soldiers. They fight like soldiers. So another torch goes down.
Are you there? You've got to hurry. You've really pissed them off. Their leader's setting charges everywhere. I think he's going to blow this whole facility.
Get away from there!
Don't shoot, please! No!
Who's shutting down the torches? I won't ask you again. Find this problem and deal with it. Get her out of here!
Oh, I know. Well, the subtitle system gave the name of the antagonist of this mission at the and you be actually quite antagonist of this mission gave his name away. His name is Balak, or something like Kalash Hai Balak, Captain, Batarian External Forces. Basically covert operations and all that, because Batarians have been militarily quite crippled since their conflicts with humans. And they are quite bitter and bitter about it, which means that they just send all kinds of thugs and, well, Batarian government is quite much. It's something like a laughing stock. And narratively sense it works as some kind of, you could say, dictatorship, so actually much weaker than they boast to be. but there's, when I look at the map, there's one fusion torch and one survey station left, but it's time to go head to the survey station and see what's up there. Third fusion torch has had the same pattern. Get in, fight the Batarians to the pieces. Get in here. Get in here. There's some handy loot stuff to find. Yeah. Let's make them into Omnigel, because this game just gives you so much of guns and equipment that money or Omnigel isn't that much a problem. And let's turn off that last torch. Now all three up and down, meaning that the X-57 should not be accelerating towards Terra Nova anymore. Hopefully that would mean that the big crisis has been averted, but there's still Batarians on the loose.
Hold it right there. This doesn't have to end in bloodshed.
Alright.
Don't come any closer. We can do this the hard way, or we can end this peacefully.
So he's smart. He doesn't want to start fighting more, maybe because he's been given orders to solve the problem.
I didn't think you Batarians knew the meaning of the word.
Look, I'm just doing my job here. Hijacking this rock wasn't my idea. I signed on to make a little profit. A quick slave grab, nothing more.
Well, it's gone too far, alright. That guy, yeah, this is not the job I joined.
This isn't just a slave grab anymore. Millions of people are gonna die.
Don't you think I know that? I'm just following orders here. If it were up to me, we'd have already left.
Well, it is up to you.
Well, it's not too late. You can still leave.
I don't think so. Bollock would skin me alive and sell my hide out of spite. Crazy bastard. This whole mission's gone to hell and I'm gonna pay for it.
Well, what? Well, yeah, he's your boss, but why are you still putting out your neck for them?
So why do you listen to him?
Good question. I had a bad feeling about this from the moment we landed. Now Bollock wants you dead. And what Bollock wants, Bollock gets. I can't change that.
Well, don't.
Do you always want to be second in command? Get me out of here and I'll take care of Bollock. Then you can start giving the orders.
Huh. An interesting proposal. It certainly has benefits over the current situation. Shut it down. This is Bollock's problem now. I hope you're as quick with a gun as you are with your promises. For both our sakes.
Well, I'm quicker.
Bollock will get what's coming to him. And so will you if I ever catch you in human territory again. Are we clear?
Perfectly. Bollock's holed up in the main facility. You'll need this to get in. Don't underestimate him. He's a mean bastard. Let's go. We're getting off this rock.
Negotiations. Peaceful solution to a possibly very tense, violent situation. Nothing basically. Well, that's an interesting little backdoor for the developers as well, that they made Charn appear to be somebody you could say that he doesn't just mindlessly attack me. He had a character in it. Maybe he appears almost apologetically little that this is not. Yeah, I'm a slaver and all that, but I did not sign up to start a bloody firefight, or better say, to become a mass murderer of millions and not get any profit from that. So, but it's time to head to the main facility and see what's happening there. And it might actually be. I might actually have to end this episode right there, because, well, there will be lots of plot happening over there. As an interesting side note, I made an I don't know, is it just my perception, but it looks like that they add the size of the sky, planet in the sky in this mission as you shut down the torches more, to tell that the time is passing and you are getting closer to the main actual big rock that you don't want to be hitting, because, well, it would cause massive amount of damage. And of course then there are big main facility, lots of turret guns. capable of causing quite a lot of damage. At least if you're on foot. If you're on Mako, not that much. And some of them even are made mobile just to make it a bit more interesting. But the regular pattern of shooting them with a big gun first and then with a machine gun does the job quite well. And that solved the problem real good. And well, this might be the end of this episode, or this might not be the end of this episode, depending how long the following actions take. But just in case, see you next time. Now, continuing, bring down the sky, which just doesn't happen anymore, but still trying to getting to the main facility and seeing what kind of mess Balak is made of this place. Hopefully he can be talked down to surrender. Or maybe not, most likely not. But still, Shepard, I intend to solve this matter as peacefully as possible, which means no intention of getting hostages killed. He broke quite a lot of systems here. I think mostly, at least judging by the number of Batarians being mowed down in this mission, there might be something like a military sense. There might be something like a full platoon of these guys, which should say about 50. So this is the engineers, rocket troopers, and they're quite heavily armed. Drone, that's history. Knockout.
ECM is hot.
Oh yeah, it's at the upper floor of that location. And damn, for a supposedly extremely fit elite soldier, Shepard can't really that much.
Shields the same.
Fist will solve the problem.
All clear.
Alright. Any more? And if there are, oh yes, there's a few more. Bring out the gun.
Die, human!
Heads up.
Oh, he was down. He's downstairs.
You humans. You're almost more trouble than you're worth.
Oh, a lot.
I'm just getting started.
Predictable, but this is over. I'm leaving this asteroid. If you try to stop me, I'll detonate these charges, and your helper and her friends are all going to die.
Well, it's not that
I
easy.
can't just let you go, Balak. Not after what happened here.
This is nothing. You humans have done far worse to the Batarians. We've been forced into exile, forced to survive on what we can scrounge up. It's been like that for decades.
Well,
Why take it out on these people? They didn't do anything to you or the Batarians.
Didn't do anything. Aside from colonizing a world that could have been ours. Aside from using resources that should have been ours. We were left to defend ourselves. But the humans were stronger than us. We knew that. The Council knew that. But it didn't matter. It was you. You and your kind are the only reason we're in this position.
So what's his point?
How does killing innocent people make up for that?
I could ask you the same thing. How many innocent Batarians died at Torfan? Oh, or had you forgotten about that?
Well, have you?
Torfan was retaliation for your attack on Elysium. You pushed, we pushed back.
Enough! You couldn't possibly understand. Actually, you just don't want to understand, and I'm done wasting my breath. Now, if you want your friends to live, I suggest you step aside.
Well, this is something like a, you could make this into a fight by with the risk of blowing up the hostages, and then you could fight him and kill him, or fighting him and leave him to die, or anything like that. But I think that I can always let him go, and then I can come back to him later.
You can go, but this isn't over. I'll find you eventually.
Maybe. But I made sure you won't follow me today. Those charges are still on a timer. Better hurry if you want to save your friends.
Oh yeah, asshole move, but luckily there's... Alright, he pulled an asshole move. But there's a bomb. Luckily this does not have timer.
Shields disabled.
Blow up that goddamn drone. An annoyance. And final one should be somewhere around here. Luckily the time limit is quite generous. But it's up there. Yeah. Blow that thing apart. And the final bomb.
He left. Is that all right?
Well, it was the only option to make sure that the hostages won't get killed, because killed people can't come back. Bella can be always ghosts.
Letting him go was better than the alternative. I thought you were going to stay someplace safe.
There might have been something I could have done to help. I thought I should be here. I know this asteroid better than anyone. You did it. Another hour and our course would have been irreversible. I ran the numbers, Shepard. X-57 would have struck near the capital city, most densely populated region. But that's not going to happen, thanks to you. Is Katie in here? Is she all right? Is her team?
Well, she is.
Balak was holding them hostage. I let him go to save them.
Let a terrorist go or sacrifice innocent lives. I'm glad that's not a choice I had to make. Is that... Will you get in trouble for that? I mean, he could do the same thing somewhere else, couldn't he?
Well, he won't get a chance.
The Alliance has a whole navy full of people like me, waiting to take him down. We'll be watching.
Shepard, thank you. for my grandchildren's lives. I don't think I'll stick around, though. Not with the team gone. Too many ghosts. It's time for me to get back and spend some time with my family. Before I go, I'd like to offer you something. Maybe you'll have more use for it than I will. As lead engineer, I get some quality items. Take your pick. You've earned it.
Well, let's ask for Quarian armor.
You have Quarian armor? That's hard to come by.
We hired a few to help install the torches. They really knew their stuff. You're welcome to take it.
What, those
One
three
more
engineers?
thing. You asked me to look into your missing engineers?
Have you found them?
Yes, all of them. Their bodies, anyway.
Oh. I see. Well then, I guess it's better than not knowing.
Take care of yourself.
Be well, Shepard. We owe you.
And the final straw of releasing the hostages.
I can't believe you let Balak go. To save us. I half expected you to just let us die. Sacrifice the few for the many.
Well, not my
Then
way.
I'd be no better than the Batarians. Besides, Balak won't get away with this. I know who he is now. He can't run forever.
You sound like my brother. He was always so stubborn, but always willing to do the right thing, no matter what.
Your brother was the one Balak killed?
Yes. Aaron. He was the one who convinced me to join the team here. Said it would be an adventure. I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but I should see to Aaron.
I understand. You've been through enough today. I'll get out of your way.
Thank you. Oh, I don't even know your name.
Shepard. Commander Shepard.
Thank you, Commander.
No first
Shepard.
name.
You're not exactly what I expected, but thank you.
I'll get out of your way. So long, Kate.
I appreciate that, Commander. Goodbye.
And Commander is actually a naval officer rank. Navy officer. I think that in the in Systems Alliance Navy, which is to say space traveling and all that, would be quite much bigger influencer than you could say that the army ranks. So, but that was it. Matters of X-57 have been solved, colony saved, nothing to do here. So time to just return to Normandy. And let's have a see. Does the Amazon Hackett have anything to say about the matter? Apparently no. But that ended this episode right here. See you next time.